You're the one who clips it, so of course, if it goes wrong, you ain't gonna show it.
I'm gonna say the Arsenal win.
Good luck.
Liverpool were the favorites up until the very recent purchases by Arsenal. You know, I think it's viewed by a lot of the fan base as now a complete team. Arsenal are arguably also favorites. I've seen a lot of commentary from Liverpool fans about, you know, when Arsenal finally got Eze over the line, saying that like, oh, like now that's a real contender there that could take up Liverpool. Like I said, at the end of the day, I want to win a league, so I want whatever's going to be the surest way to get there. Now who has the upper hand? I think this is going to be a fun season. I think we're in for a good game. No excuses now. We have the depth to deal with these things, so now it's time for Teta to show that, you know what I mean? I am going to say that we are going to win 3-1 to the Arsenal. Write it down in pen and blood.
When you lose, I'll rub it in your face.
Let's see. Put up or shut up, and I think we'll pull through and clip it.
I think I'm a special one. Incredible stuff.
Well, welcome back to another episode of Rivals on the Pitch. Pat finally got clipped. We got him. Today's episode, we're going to be covering match week 3. We're going to do some transfer closeout, cover any bombas, last minute deadline bombas, see how our teams are now faring after the transfer window is closed out, see where we at. Maybe some people are going to change their minds on their predictions, who knows? And we didn't get to it last week, but we'll get to it now. We are going over our kits of the season. We'll rank them from 1 to 20. And yeah, there might be some surprises there. Don't call me a hater, but I'm Alan.
I'm Pat.
And I'm Randy. About time. About time. At least I got the very first Rivals on the Pitch clip. And it's over the
He didn't
Not
get a
so
single
mighty.
clip last season.
Arsenal.
Well,
I know I didn't get anything, and I should have.
Either.
And
I owed that one to Randy, so
but
there you go.
it's mine.
Mission accomplished.
You.
We got him. I don't know how to take this. I don't know if I
Better
feel
later
like
than
you're
never.
doing it because you're gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna do one because I don't have to do because we're winning the league. I feel like if you knew you weren't winning the league, you wouldn't do it.
Nah.
I
I
think there's a
mean,
little cockiness in it.
we are gonna win the league, but I was still clip it.
He didn't say what year, though. He ain't winning it this year.
I have a bone to pick with you guys about last week's episode that I wasn't on. Why is it that it was like you guys were holding hands the whole episode, kumbaya, all friendly with each other, picking let's be all nice and it's rivals on the pitch, not best friends on the pitch, picking the starting 11, all nonchalant, all hey, you pick this one. No, you go ahead, you do this one. But when it comes to me, all that goes out the window.
Well, you know what? First of all, me and Randy are pretty good friends. You know what I mean? But you like to stir the pot, so
even though
you
I was the
get us
last one to
going.
join, but yeah. I mean, it wasn't that complicated
like,
in our
who-
selection based
I
on
was like, what
injuries
am I listening
and
to?
suspensions. But
You go
Whatever.
first. No, you go first. No, please, you go first. Ugh.
Yeah, I hope the video at least righted that wrong. But yeah, I think if we were to do it again, now that Liverpool beat us, now that they've beaten Arsenal, I feel like now I got a little bit of a fire.
Now there's
Yeah, next one's not gonna be so easy.
all right. Well,
for
I just want to hear it whenever we're do the Tottenham combined 11 with whoever. I don't want to hear bad mouthing. I want to get that
bad
treatment.
mouthing.
I want to get
Oh
that
my
week
God.
3 treatment.
All right, that's fine. I think the next
Well,
next
just
game
wait till
is
we get there. That's it.
game's
Is it-
Arsenal Tottenham, isn't it?
Yeah, the North London Derby I think is
Ooh.
September. End of
November?
September? I don't know. Can't remember. I know
So the
it's
Kings
soon,
of
though.
Europe B against the second place of England.
Damn, you said Euro B.
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, it's kind of
I
true.
don't think he picked that up. Thanks for pointing that out.
November 22nd.
All right. Oh, we got a little while then. All right.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving-ish.
We do play Chelsea before then.
Yeah. Us too. We got to go over the
Uh,
mini league, right? So the points. It was a highlight game. Liverpool Arsenal.
Oh yeah, did anyone do the math?
So I got 0 points because that was a
good.
highlight game.
I got 0 points
think
too. Damn.
Would you said a tie?
Ooh, I got
and
two.
Tottenham
I
lost.
draw. Yeah.
Yeah. So how
Okay, so wait.
Ugh.
So last week, I mean the week before, Alan had 3, Pat had 3, and I had 2. So since I've won, I get 2 points, and you guys both got. Oh, you both, yeah. So it's 3 for Alan, 3 for Pat, and 4 for me.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Phony season, I guess.
I mean, I got just because I got the team winning, right? But I didn't get the
yeah. And the highlight games,
the
the
score
double
of us.
points.
Walking away with points last minute, huh? Typical Liverpool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow.
Getting lucky.
Okay. Try doing it again. Okay. Try doing it in Portland.
Hey,
So-
we didn't. That was at home, so hey,
Mm.
don't worry.
Yeah, but you let him score first, and then you let him walk around.
It's okay. Beginning of the season, you guys lost to Nottingham Forest last season. It's okay.
That was last season. You want to bring up last season? Oh yeah, we won the title.
So
you probably forgot that.
1-0. It's okay. Yeah, so we're about to win it. Don't worry.
Win what?
Don't worry. It's just one match. It's new manager. Don't worry.
So, did you guys get to see the Arsenal Liverpool game?
I saw most of it.
Saw
I
the
mean-
first half, and then I had to go out.
To be honest, there wasn't much aside from the free kick. I mean, the free kick, it does deserve credit. That was a fantastic free kick. Could definitely goal of the weekend. I would say could be goal of the season. We'll see. There's still a lot of season left, but
Yeah.
yeah, I
There's
mean,
only
from
35 weeks left, so
yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk about the other free kick, the Declan Rice that he sent to
Yeah.
Jupiter? Just because he scored twice against Real Madrid, he's like, all right, I got
Listen,
this. And it ain't.
that one was
Gonna
signed
happen
for
again.
Rivals on the Pitch. Should be here soon.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
okay.
gonna auction it
That's
off.
probably coming in my direction.
Nah, it's got the tariffs. Who knows?
Yeah.
because and we're gonna sell it to charity because we're that's the kind of
Money.
podcast we are. But
My name's Charity.
no, I mean coming from an Arsenal perspective, obviously Odegaard was injured and did come on. Saka was out. So a lot of people were kind of unhappy with the starting lineup for Arsenal. I thought it was the correct one. I'll give that one to Mikel Arteta.
Just hold off on that one real quick. Saliba did get injured during training, warming up.
He did, yeah.
I wouldn't have put him in. I would,
Well,
because you
sometimes they have
wasted
to-
a sub 5 minutes in.
if he felt like he was all right to come back on, he started playing, then he got stepped on, and you could tell that he said he just wasn't feeling it right, so they took him off. But yeah, I mean, in a big game, like, do you really want to come off? You know what I mean? I do think it was the right move either, but at the same time, like, you're playing Liverpool away, like, you want to, if you're hungry for that title, you want to play every game. But yeah, I just had another injury. Hopefully, it's not too bad, but. At least we also don't lose them to the international break. But yeah, like I was saying, with Odegaard out, Saka out, I think it was the right move to put in Marino there. A lot of people are saying, why not play Eze? He's been playing games, and why not play Waneri? But listen, we're playing an away game, but we're playing at Anfield, which is another added pressure there, and you're playing against the champions. I don't think it was the right call to put a 16-year-old in the midfield, and then Eze, who, while his match fit, he hasn't had a real practice with Arsenal. He signed like the 4 days prior. He joined the team, so I think it was the right call to wait and bring him on and see what he could do later on. I think it was the right call to play Marino, and I think it kind of worked out for a lot of the game. Liverpool weren't able to play the way they do, that kind of basketball back and forth. Like I said, transition team. We controlled a lot of that game. Unfortunately, we lacked some creativity, and at the end of the day, in my opinion, it just came down to that free kick. That's it, and that's all it takes.
So there's been a lot of criticism about the Arsenal style play that's coming out.
Yeah.
People saying it's
Oh,
painful to
thanks. Someone
watch,
beat me
and it's
to it.
boring. Does it excite you? You're basically what the bottom 3 teams do to stay within the league. You're basically trying to replicate that at the top of the league.
No, I
kinda
don't think so. 'Cause-
Scrap by and
No, yeah, I get it. Like a smash and grab, I think they call it, right?
yeah,
We're just waiting for them to make a mistake, get the goal, go back
If
home with
it's-
3 points.
If you win every single game 1-0, that's good enough,
I just think, like I said, we were missing our 2 most creative players. I know Odegaard didn't have the best season last season, but he is our playmaker, and Saka, who's our most likely way to a goal. So I think the idea was just control the game at the second half, bring on Eze, bring on Lauman and everybody else. Trossard, I mean, I was hoping Trossard would come on. He did not. And then try to get the goal, and then that's when we got hit with the free kick, and then it was 80th minute. It was basically game over. So
why not try Winari? What's his name?
like I said, I think
Guarnieri.
he's
Guarnieri.
he's still 16. So like, I get why he wouldn't start. I think we brought in Dauman, who's also he's 15 still actually.
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
And he got included in your Champions League squad. So why not be an option? If you think that he's capable of playing Champions League,
Yeah,
you're capable of playing a game against Anfield in the Premier League. I think that was just playing it safe. I don't think that was.
Well, we started
save.
Nani Madueke, and he had a preseason with Arsenal, and he's been playing well. And I think he was arguably one of the best players on the field.
You're missing
just
that
like
creativity
Alan said,
in the midfield. You're playing it safe, which is what a lot of people are saying about Arsenal, is that they're afraid to risk it. That should have been Guarnieri is better than Downman. He's younger. He already had a season with Arsenal. He should have started. I would have took him over Mourinho, but a lot of people are saying it's like Arsenal was just, they weren't there to win. They were just there to not lose. They didn't take a risk, and he took a risk later on. When you saw how Eze was, he should have probably started overall. You know the quality that Eze has. Doesn't matter if he doesn't have.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Because
in the preseasons, Dauman played better than Guarnieri, and they're basically the same age. So I think it was one or the other, and I think Arteta went with the person who had the better preseason.
You knew who was. You knew that Odegaard was going to come on. He was available. I obviously don't start him because of injury, but you know you're not going to rely on a 16-year-old for 90 minutes. Give him those minutes in the beginning. I mean, it's like Randy said. You did have that sub in the beginning that you kind of wasted. If you didn't, who knows?
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think, like I said, a lot of people are saying that we went there for a draw or went there not to lose. I don't think that was the thing. I think we just didn't want to play into Liverpool's hands. That's what they want. They want you to press them high and they can hit you on the counter, and that's how most goals they get. I mean, we've seen the goal that Salah scored against Bournemouth when they were on the high. They wanted to win the game. They pressed high, and then that's when they conceded. So I just think that Arteta didn't want to play into his hands, and without our captain, it's hard to play the style that you want to do with, like I said, a 16-year-old and a player who hasn't played a game with Arsenal yet. So I think it wasn't exactly playing it safe. It was just about controlling the midfield so that Liverpool don't play their game. That's it. And I think that Odegaard was planned to come on later on. He was going to bring on Eze because he was only playing on the wing, wasn't playing in the midfield. So it was all about attacking options. But like I said, that's when we got hit with the free kick, and it was game over at that point.
Do you think, leaving this transfer window, do you still think there was more that could have been done? Or do you think you checked all? Because you got Eze.
No, I don't think that there was anything else.
And that's what he said last time.
Yeah, no, I don't think there was anything else.
That's it.
Obviously, Kai Havertz is injured, but we have Gyökeres, so we have that depth. Obviously, now if Gyökeres gets injured, that's like a just terrible bad luck. But I think we covered our bases there. Now we have Madueke, we have Saka. Saka's injured. Madueke came on, played a great game. Obviously,
what about Martinelli?
Martinelli always shows up against Liverpool. I think this is the only exception. But the thing is, what's different this time? Trent Alexander-Arnold, and
man, we had a makeshift right back, Dominic Szoboszlai.
Had Szoboszlai.
He's a midfielder playing.
So I think Szoboszlai
took
was
advantage,
able to,
and he didn't.
No, I think Szoboszlai was a better choice. I think he would have played him even if he didn't have to play. I think he did that intentionally to control more of the game. I think Slot knew that Arteta would want to control the midfield, so he had another midfielder in there. And when Liverpool were in possession, you have four midfielders there. You know what I mean? So I think it was a good call, and I think he shut Martinelli down. I think Martinelli should have come off earlier. I think he should have come out at the half. That's the only mistake that I think Arteta made. After what he showed, he should have came off.
What's that snake's name? Eze. Where is he going to play?
I think he's going to play at attacking midfield. I think he's going to play on the left wing, and he might even play like a false 9 striker. I think he's going to gravitate. But I think the idea is, I think Arsenal tried to get Martinelli out of the club on loan.
Well, I guess we'll get into transfer later, but to me, it was the fact that Havertz got injured was
Yeah.
kind of the catalyst of what ended up going out and getting Eze.
Yeah. Yep.
I lost my train of thought, but I was gonna say like, well, that's a striker you're losing, but then you go out and get Eze, which you're gonna play either in that 10 role or that winger left wing. But I feel like he gave up game time heading out there, or I could be wrong.
I mean, yeah, not everyone. I think we know who our starters are, right? Saliba, Gabriel, Raya, probably Saka, Declan Rice. I think everybody else is probably game by game. I think we've seen Urian Timber has had a great game, so his spot is probably up for the taking. But everybody else is probably game to game. You know what I mean? If Gyökeres starts getting hit in the slump, if Kai Havertz is back to fitness, I think he would start Kai Havertz, and I don't think there would be any questions about it. Same thing with Martinelli and Trossard last season. It was back to back. Sometimes Trossard, sometimes Martinelli. I think it's good that he doesn't have a starting role yet. I would like to see him earn his spot, but clearly he's the better winger out of Trossard, Martinelli.
Is he a winger though?
I mean, he does gravitate towards that side. He's a midfielder, but
Yeah.
you can't play in the way. He's got the speed, he's got the tech, he's got the shot.
Only for a few more years. He's 27. He's pretty old.
Yeah. Oh wow, the shape. Yeah, like I said, to my opinion, it was nice to see Nani Madueke play so well. I think he gave Kirkus a lot of issues. Obviously, couldn't get that goal. Had a couple shots, but that's the only highlight. Honestly, I think we were a little too complacent. I thought with the draw, we seemed like we were a little too in the game plan. You know what I mean? We did kind of slow Liverpool's game down, but the goals just weren't coming. And like I said, when we brought on our attacking options and we get hit with the free kick and game over. But I hope it's a wake-up call. Sometimes it's nice to have those. You know what I mean?
I mean, but a wake-up call
Yeah.
would be nice if you had a game right after. I mean, now
I know.
you have the international break, so it's
sitting
sort
on
of
a loss.
I mean, sitting on a
international break.
loss is bad, but at least I hope they're brewing on it and it makes it even worse in their head that they have to come out
I
swinging.
mean,
The
and
only
then what I always have to say, Calafiori played well. He was very him and Madueke. Like I agree with you, they were outstanding. It was nice to see Kirkes finally get up to the form he's supposed to be because it was a
Yeah.
nice duel between them two.
That was fun
Yeah,
to
he
watch.
got him beat, but Kirkes was able to get those tackles in. It was a nice battle between them. Calafiori was, I don't know, he was just like a man possessed on the left hand side, and he was doing well. I was surprised. Like, God damn, I have to give him props. But then I don't know what it was. Raya almost gave up that goal with that bad
Yeah.
pass in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then he's talking about that Puma ball. Is this Arteta again talking about the ball? But the thing too is about that free kick. I know what was like 30 yards, 32 yards out.
35.
It's like
35.
2% that goes that scored from there. But it was just hearing Dominic Soboslai talk about him. He's like, I know where he sits. I know how he likes to place himself behind the wall, and he just hit it, and it was
Good
perfect. It's
studying,
it was nice that it worked out that way.
it was
But,
live. He can't be.
I know that's what I said.
Come on.
It was
Do the
great that it worked out
mathematics.
that way.
Or that
Nah,
freaking-
that's.
But now you
gotta
see
give
that
him
we got another
props.
Trent
He
Alexander-Arnold
was
who
out
can
there
actually
doing
defend.
calculus.
Listen,
But whatever, it was a nice shot.
a
Even
fantastic
Raya
shot.
gave
Yeah.
him props. He was like, it was fantastic. It was over the
Yeah,
wall
he-
and everything. The distance, it was a good. But
They pan to all the Arsenal players.
yeah, but I think who came on for Saliba in the 5th minute?
Mosquera, the Spanish guy.
And he was brand
Mosquera.
new as well. But
Yeah,
I
he
think
did good.
he
Yeah.
came in and he didn't show he wasn't scared or anything. He showed up like he belonged, like he's been playing there for forever.
Yeah.
It was good to see that. It was a good. It wasn't the battle that everyone expected it to be. But you were like 2-3. I was 1-2. That's where we thought the scoreline was going to be, but it
Yeah.
was just ended up being a 0-0. I mean, people probably was saying it's like maybe like a little boring game, but I mean,
Yeah, Liverpool's been
It's only
really
the third game.
underwhelming.
It's only the third game. We can't judge things off of this, but it's a good game for
I
me
can.
at least.
Listen,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, the only good positive thing I'll take from this is that it took a 35-yard free kick to decide this game. So I still say we're pretty level. Obviously this was prior to the Isak signing, but we'll get into that one.
It's
But
true.
there's a return. You got to come to the Emirates. So
Yeah, so by then we're gonna have a lead, so it doesn't matter.
But then they'll have Haaland.
You
and
won't be in
Messi.
second place at that
Right.
time.
I'll be on that squad too.
What, on the bench?
What
Oh,
about-
yeah, because they're going to have
Yeah.
all injuries, so you're going to fill in.
So yes, what about Tottenham's first loss of the season?
After a high
Um,
beating Man City, then to go to
Yeah.
Bournemouth. then.
All I'm gonna say is we didn't win. Next, no,
We beat ourselves.
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah,
beat
we
us.
did.
We beat us.
Yeah. you know, we weren't in the game mentally. No, I think it's like you had mentioned earlier. It's a wake up call. I think we needed a reality check. I think we needed to be brought down to earth sooner rather than later. So we don't get carried away. You know, the players don't get carried away in the midfield too. I don't know if maybe this was, I wouldn't say intentional, but maybe this was what we needed to do to kind of get the ball rolling after the disaster transfer window we had in the beginning. I feel like this kind of could have sparked something, because that midfield was just, there's acres of open field in that midfield, and we couldn't exploit it. We couldn't get in there because we were just lacking creativity in there. And I think it just, highlighted that, and we went out there and we finally had to do some business. And, I think we got a good signing across the line, but it was a hard watch. I'll give credit to Vicario, at least. That, the only highlight in the game on our side, at least, is Vicario and his saves. He had some pretty outstanding saves there, because we could have easily been down 3-4, 0. Maybe this gives Thomas Frank a little bit of a wake-up call too, in his tactics and his subs and his starting lineups, because we didn't have a shot on goal until like the 70th minute. I think Tottenham, I felt like there's only 10 minutes of that game that I actually enjoyed. It was the last 10 minutes of the 80th minute. You bring on Bergvall and you finally start seeing something. We're finally starting to attack that goal. And so, yeah, it's like, it's a hard loss. Everyone's going to say it's a Spursy thing. You beat Man City, you come out and you lose to Bournemouth. But I think
You
Bournemouth
said
is,
it.
I'm not going to say anything. I think Bournemouth is a great side.
Yeah,
We were linked to
Semenyo.
Semenyo, and I was like, nah, I think Semenyo just might be like a 1-year thing. No, I think Semenyo is a great left winger. I thought we were going to snag him up after that game, probably kidnap him. But he played great, I think.
Yeah.
And I had mentioned before, we did our predictions at Bournemouth. After losing all those players, their whole back line was PSG, Liverpool, Real Madrid.
Arsenal.
It got pulled apart. So, Arsenal.
The goalkeeper, Kepa. He was.
Oh
the main one.
yeah, and the goalkeeper. So, but I think the squad under Areola, I would never have placed them in the bottom. I still think that they're going to be competing maybe for Europa, maybe for Conference League, or Randy likes to call it what is
The
it?
Confederations League?
Confederation.
League.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what it was because Liverpool ain't gonna play there.
You still wouldn't win it. Anyways, but yeah,
You
all
haven't won
credit to
it.
them. I think they played outstanding. They outplayed us for sure. This needs to be that Nottingham Forest Liverpool loss of last season. Needs to kick us into gear and make
You
sure
gonna
that
go
we're
on a
ready.
run?
Yeah, we're winning the league. It's easy. It's early in the season, thankfully, but it was before the window closed. Now after the window has closed, we got players across the line that hopefully we'll be able to do a lot better. So that's it. Disappointing, but hey, it's only game 3, so
It is only game 3.
Yeah.
A lot of season left. But
Yeah.
Exactly. And you got the international break, so that helps a little bit. But like you said, you end up on a loss. So
yeah, that's the worst for us as a fan sitting there with the loss. There's nothing
Uh,
to talk about.
yeah, I mean, there's another team that has to sit with a loss for the international break, and that's Manchester City 2-1 to Brighton. How about that? They got to lose to Spurs, and I think
Surprised.
that's embarrassing. And then they got to lose to Brighton away.
and what was it, like the 80th minute? It's when
Oh,
they
yeah.
tied it up or something like that. It was a
80
late equalizer.
Yeah.
So close, but
I still don't think it's going to be the same City as last season. I think this might have just been
Still
maybe they're just-
rebuilding?
No, I think we beat them up so bad that they're still recovering. So I think they stumbled into this game. But yeah, there's I don't know. Like is Pep figured out? I don't know.
I mean, look
But,
at what he just bought in the window, a goalkeeper. So I mean, that's an upgrade
I mean,
compared to what they have right now.
Donnarumma?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He
Yeah.
hasn't played yet. But yeah, let's see if it does anything. They did get a lot of their business done in the winter, so now they got Cherokee.
So he's injured.
That's true. Nori came back though, and he looked
did he?
decent. But I don't know.
So what's a bigger? I know City lost, right? But what's a bigger? Is it Man City losing to a decent side in Brighton, or Man United barely beating a newly promoted Burnley? I mean, they did beat them, but
Listen,
But that they had help with an own goal. If it wasn't for an own goal, it would have. It's
and a
and it was
penalty.
I'm surprised.
And
it's
a
the Bruno
penalty.
Fernandes
Yeah, the penalty.
penalty.
And listen, they were like celebrating corners. They were celebrating goal kicks like it was a World Cup final in extra time.
Yeah.
I remember being a
cannot.
mid-table team.
And you know what?
Yeah, now you're a bottom team. A 17. Don't forget.
A lot of people were like, yeah, like Bruno, like look at him giving it to like Burnley and giving it to Burnley. Like, but someone pointed out he only when he's winning he has that mentality where he's like celebrating corners and goal kicks and and the tackle. It's like, but when he's losing, it doesn't have the same energy. So we talked about it on the last episode with Randy. I'm like, is that really the captain you want leading your team?
Not.
No, it's not.
That's not captain material.
Did they bump him on his penalty kick? Did the ref accidentally give him a shoulder
my
shot
God,
or anything?
Oh man, that would piss me off so much. I wanted to talk about it. Multi-million-dollar professional. If that bump really did annoy you, reset. Start from the beginning because you have your routine, right? And I understand that you have your little ritual that you go up there, you're about to kick a free kick.
I think he did because he picked the ball up and reset it.
But
down
then he held
ground.
it and then he started arguing. Don't even argue. Just pick
That's
it up.
true.
Look like a dummy. Pick it up, put it back down, and people are like, "Well, oh, what is this guy doing? Hey, it's my routine. I have to do it." Instead, he picks it up, he holds it on his arm, and he starts complaining, and it's almost like he wants to wheel himself out of it. And
and it wasn't even like starting to do his run or anything. He was just standing there. There was no start to his routine, and he's like you said, complaining and crying about it. But still, bro, be a professional. Don't let if that bothers you, then what about the fans chanting "you suck" or something like that? That should bother you worse than that.
It's such a grim look, huh?
Yeah.
So Grimsley look.
So I heard it with this whole Grimsby scenario that they played an illegitimate player. I think he was signed up for the competition a minute over the line, so he wasn't eligible to play. They played
registered late,
but they're getting took a penalty which he missed. Yeah, I think that's the right thing.
Yeah, get fined.
That's the right thing.
You still won the game.
Listen, I wouldn't be. If I was Amram, I wouldn't ask to be placed back in the competition. If they said, "All right, well, you're back in," they're disqualified. I feel like that's embarrassing because people are gonna say, oh, "Look at that!" Like they want to
that's
save
an
face.
asterisk right there.
Exactly, that's an asterisk right there.
Yep. So at the end of the day, which one's worse, the United or City?
I think United.
I think they still have a lot.
I mean, listen, and I'll give them something.
Brighton is capable of doing that, of beating teams.
Yeah, they've done it to a lot of teams.
I'm not going to police celebrations either. Like, you get a last-minute winner against any team, like, go crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not even
It's the antics of the entire game. It's like, dude, like, if it's a goal, celebrate. Like, go all out. If you win at the end of the day, celebrate with the fans. Go clap them up. But during the game, like, to give them to them, like you're showing them off or something. Like, this is Burnley.
You remember when they who they knock out of the Carabao Cup last season, or was it 2 seasons ago? They
in the semifinals.
It was a Coventry City.
Yeah,
no,
I think it was Coventry.
Was it? And they were going crazy. It's funny because any other team can do it, but you're wearing the Manchester United badge, like the legacy behind that.
Yeah,
I would be like, dude, we're such a big club. Why are you, hooting and hollering over this victory? You know, like,
Anthony.
To me, it's like, yeah, right. It's like you have to hold yourself to a higher standard, and you're seeing the downfall of this, and Eric Ten Hag is over here losing his job.
But he got paid 10 months.
But it's just this club is nothing what it used to be. You look at this, it's unrecognizable to what Manchester United used to be, and I'm here for it.
Yeah,
me too.
They don't even have higher standards anymore, which sucks. If that's what cheering against Burnley is, the high standards, and that's just a newly promoted team. But it is what it is. They can suffer. We're all sitting lovely at the top.
Yeah, right. Oh, sorry.
It's all right, good.
I was gonna say another team that's sitting at the top. I know it's a little too early to look at the table, but Everton. Hey, I said
I was just
Everton
gonna
is going to
mention
be
Everton too.
Everton was that dark
Oh.
horse I was mentioning.
Well-
I can't say anything because you guys say, "Oh, David Moyes, David Moyes, oh, your favorite team." But I told you,
It's your
David
favorite
Moyes
team.
can
Listen,
do work it back at
think-
Everton.
I think the Grealish magic is back. I think that's
Yeah.
another assist for him as well for that winning goal.
He's got
I
4
think it
assists, I
was.
believe, 4 or 3. But yeah,
It's
pretty good for
He's
him.
no longer playing. He's like back in that, Villa environment.
He gets the freedom to do what he needs to
he's
do.
more
Yeah.
passionate. He's playing for a passion of the game, not just I'm
Yeah.
here to win trophies.
Yeah, I think Pep
Yeah.
is too controlling, and I think David Moyes is just like, I'll let you play, I give you the freedom you need to, and it's showing. That's what it is. When he's allowed
Oh,
to
yeah.
play his game, that's what it is. It's good for the team.
It's a shame, man. They lost all those years. But what a time, right? With the World Cup coming up, this is when you want to show what
Exactly.
you got. You got a
Yep.
year, you got about a year to show you got. And I hope he can stay fit. Well, I feel like he can make it to that squad.
And
the England
sober?
squad.
Yeah, maybe if they keep winning.
We'll see.
If he's playing week in, week out, he has no choice.
Yeah. But yeah, and then the last game I wanted to talk about was Sunderland, another late game,
Yeah.
late goal. Xhaka assist, 90 plus 6, and Sunderland get another win against Brentford. I don't know. These teams are looking pretty decent, the promoted teams.
I just said I don't want to look at the table because it's too early. But if you look at the table, the bottom three are Wolves,
Villa, and Fulham.
Villa, and Fulham. Fulham?
Yeah.
I didn't expect
Yeah.
Aston Villa to be down there. Yeah, for Wolves, but the teams that got relegated, they ain't joking this season.
They've all
They're
gotten
trying
points
to
already.
beat off
Yeah.
that stereotype that the teams that get promoted get relegated real
It's like
quickly.
they came in
They're trying to
swimming,
beat
so-
that.
Yep.
Yeah. And Sunderland didn't spend a lot of money, so I mean, I said Leeds would stay, but now, actually, let's get into it. We're gonna get into it. So I know we had our predictions for top 6, and we had our predictions for the relegated teams for this
Yep.
season. So after the transfer window, what changes for you? Not saying we're gonna change it on pen and paper, but now you get to express how you feel like you may have chosen the wrong.
If we had a
Teams.
time machine, and let me go look at my prediction.
Because, like I said that Leeds would stay out of the 3 promoted teams, but now I'm thinking Sunderland did the job. They understood the assignment. I think they'll stay.
Well, what did I pick? I have Wolves, Sunderland, and Burnley. I think Sunderland might stay. I think Burnley's the Wolves are going to get relegated. It's just trying to find that third team. Aston Villa didn't win anything, but they actually made some good moves in the transfer window, so I think they'll stay. It's just trying to figure out that team, and that's a hard one for me, honestly. I don't think it's going to be Sunderland or Leeds.
Interesting. I was gonna say with the signing of Isak for Liverpool, I have a feeling that it's their title to lose now. They're in the driver's seat. They obviously just beat Arsenal.
We've been in the
And I know it's
driver's seat, bro.
early, but
You're
it's 3
just
points is a
behind.
lot
You're
when you're chasing.
using Mo Salah's tactics. You're trying to play mind games.
No, man. I mean,
Fine. Let him play
and
all
I
the
know they
mind
didn't
games
get.
he wants.
Listen, I still have hope because they didn't get Mark Gahey, and Arsenal got Nkapie. So I think Liverpool have to do something in the winter. I don't think they'll go back in for Gahey. I know that now they're competing with with Real Madrid or interested. They have their own defensive issues, but we won't touch that. But that's my only hope is that they can slip up on defensive side. But I think that's the only thing I would change. But I'm not going to. I'm just saying.
Ooh. It's because he's a loyal fan. Even he's delusional, but it's fine. A loyal fan.
So
And what I say, Isak, done. It is set in stone. We winning, defending champs,
Oh.
and we're going to be reigning again.
Uh-huh. Clip it.
Okay,
I told
okay.
you, I ain't cocky. I'm cocky, yeah, I am, but we got it now with Isak.
Actually, when you got Isak, I actually put you lower on the table.
Okay, that's fine.
A lot of people are saying that
And
he
you
is
put
a
yourself
little
lower?
bit injury prone.
Oh
But
yeah.
we do got
we got
Ekitike.
Ugo.
If you're
Yeah.
Ekitike, how do you feel now? You've been the main man.
That's the thing is, we're
Scoring.
talking. I always what's it called? Mo Salah is going to be gone for the African Nations Cup, whatever
yeah.
So he's going to be out. So they're talking about they might, he's been experimenting with different formations, so it might be like a 4-4-2 later on. So you might have Ekiteke with Isaac up front, or they might switch around, or even Ugo can play on the left wing as well. So it's just trying to figure it out what's gonna work best for. But he
So
spent that money on Isaac. I think he should be starting, but we'll see what happens though.
now that you guys
So-
have Isaac, I think you guys are going to be able to compete against teams who have starting 11s. So that's a good thing.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Glad.
If I'm being honest,
You're scared? That's
it's
fine.
a little bit of hater,
question.
but Liverpool's kind of been flat a little bit. I mean, I thought they were going to come out a little bit harder. Wirtz looking, I know he'll probably come too, but he's looking like he's been overpaid. With a squad that was, put together, you would think that they'll roll over a 10-man Newcastle team who doesn't have Isak as their striker up there, and they come out to Bournemouth. Bournemouth is a good side, but what
Oh,
they
now they're a
almost,
good side because they beat Spurs.
yeah, and I'm saying, and then this Arsenal team, we thought that this was going to be a good game to show some, some of that firepower that Liverpool's got, even without Isaac. Like bringing him in, I thought it was going to be like, okay, this is overkill. Like this is Liverpool running away with the league. When the rumors were started in the summer, but after these 3 games, it's still early. It's really early. Like,
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
early.
what I'm saying right now, it's probably gonna, it might come
So
and
you want me?
bite me in the
You
ass.
don't want me to clip this?
No,
Don't clip it.
but only if I'm correct. But like, to me, I'm not overreactive now. I'm not like, dang. I'm like, okay, it's still anybody's league at this point. I think
Yeah.
it's not. You could be confident, of course, but I still feel like there's holes in the Liverpool. Maybe it's just me trying to weasel,
mean,
Tottenham back
I
up top.
agree.
But
The thing is,
hey,
I agree.
there's a chain reaction. Every team has done something. They got Ugo. They go and get Sesko, Gyökeres, Isak. It's like when they see one team buy someone else, they keep buying. Then
yeah,
late minute they go and buy Nkapie.
the
They
level
go.
keeps going up.
You guys buy what Xavi Simmons, and then you go buy what's it called from the
Koulibaly.
PSG. Yeah, and I feel like it's just a chain reaction. They see what other teams are doing. And it's like, all right, we want to,
And
like you said, Levy said, that's where we want to compete. He's seeing that, so it's like, all right, I got to spend the money because look at what the guys who are competing are doing. And I mean, it's good
And
for
that's what I'm
Thomas
saying.
Frank.
Like, obviously, Liverpool is, I feel like, the team they have assembled kind of puts them as favorites, but I think what the rest of the league is doing, we're not that far behind either. Tottenham might be further behind than, Arsenal and City, but I still think we aren't levels away from each other,
Yeah.
No, I agree. That's why I said this year is going to be much closer. It's not going to be a runaway like last season. But again, we thought Manchester City was going to do well, but it's still early. Right now, Arsenal has
Yeah, they could
injuries.
pick up.
So far, we're healthy, but a lot of things can happen. International break. Their teams our players are playing for the, internationally. So what can happen
World
there?
Cup.
Injuries. There's still a lot of football left, and a lot of things can happen.
Yeah. Gyökeres is going to be completely injury free.
Wow. Okay.
Where's my voodoo?
I was gonna
You
say,
need a hairpin?
obviously the Emi Martinez, someone burst his bubble. He thought he was gonna be going on to different teams. Said
Marcos
goodbye.
Bizot.
Marcos Bisa.
Awkward, crying, and then fake tears. I
right
guess.
to the bench. He got transferred to the bench. But I will say, now that we got Colomwani at Tottenham, are they
Ooh.
gonna have a meeting against Emi Martinez? If you guys remembered, Emi Martinez saved the Colomwani shot at the World
World
Cup
Cup.
final.
That was
And,
staged.
I don't know, might be cool, but with him not going to United, and I know United signed someone recently. I don't even know what position they play, but
Goalkeeper.
okay.
Yeah, but
I was
don't
gonna
forget
say,
what league or division he plays in.
yeah,
Came
Lemons
from
or something like that. Lemons, I think.
Lemons.
Yeah, isn't that his name?
Oh, I don't know. I forget his
He's
name.
from
I
the
think he came
championship, though, I believe.
He came from
Yeah.
the French league.
We
I'll
gotta
find
look him
out.
up.
Are we rolling into transfer talk?
Yeah, I mean, Before we get there, the only other thing I was going to say, I know I put United in my top 6. I think like 5th or 6th. I don't think they're making it now. If they
What
say
made
with
you think
Ruben,
that was gonna happen?
if they say
I
with
put him
Ruben,
5th as well.
I don't think they're making it. If they get rid of him and put somebody else, I don't think they're making it. I just don't think there's any chance.
But you're just repeating the same mistakes
Yeah.
every 2
Lemons.
years. Oh,
Lemons.
you got to say laments. I don't know.
Lamens.
Damn you.
Yeah, but I
Dios
just think
mío.
if you fire Ruben, you're doing the same thing. But who wants
Who
to
do you
take
replace him
over
with?
United? Yeah, and
Eric Ten Hag's available.
he's free. Yeah.
Mourinho's available. Look,
Oh yeah, and he did say he wanted to take a team that was in the bottom and take him to,
listen,
Europe.
Mourinho
out.
won Manchester United the Europa League back when it was hard to win.
Gosh.
Yeah,
They
is
played
true.
against Ajax in the final, a real team, real winning.
We're playing teams that are in the Champions League that we played in the Europa League. We're playing them in the
You
Champions
guys
League
could
again.
barely beat that Ajax team in the Champions League the following year. You guys were crying on the floor because you scored a 4th goal against 16-year-old Ajax
That was a
team.
beautiful goal. That was a beautiful goal.
It was good.
I watch
It
it
was
all
a
the
good
time.
semis. It was a good semis that year.
Lucas Moura.
That was a good Champions League.
I'll get you a jersey.
Fast. But yeah, how are you guys feeling about the transfers? What should we do?
So last when we did our predictions, I had mentioned I'm putting Tottenham 6th, but depending on how the window goes, I think we can go up to 5th, which is where I had United. And the way this window went up until the very last day, I think now I'm confident that if I could take that prediction back, I think I would put us in 5th place.
Okay.
4th is asking a little much, especially with Chelsea. But then again, Chelsea's window was a little bit underwhelming. I think everybody kind of forgot about that João Pedro signing. But they don't look.
And Liam Delap injury. Hamstring.
Yeah, and then the whole Nicholas Jackson debacle. But I like the signings we made. Obviously, there was the whole Eze saga, whatever. I'm surprised you guys didn't sign him back in July. Like,
well, we were lucky because we came from what we understand now is as they called Arteta.
Yeah,
last
and
minute said, is there any chance? And then that's when Kai Havertz was injured.
Yeah.
So they're like, you know what? We might be able to do something. We pulled the trigger. But same story for Liverpool is they had Gahey on their radar the whole time, but they waited to submit the bid. And then all of a sudden, this whole commotion of the manager saying, no, it's too late for us to find a replacement now.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna walk
who cares
out.
what the manager says? At the end of the day,
Randy,
they both agreed. He did the medical. He was just being a nice guy.
You know what?
I'm going to tell you a story about a player called Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, I don't care about Trent.
Alexandro.
He's already coming back to England because he's not doing so well in Madrid.
Arnold.
Alejandro. Oh yeah. No, but I agree. That's why we're talking about transfers. I would give us like an A minus. If he would have gotten Gay, I think it would have been ideal. It would have been perfect because I mentioned last episode that based on these 2 games, our defense was lacking, and I think to go for a Premier League player who's proven, that would be great even as a backup or a starting because we don't know what's going to happen with Konate. He might follow Trent. Duolingo is on fire right now, but we'll see. But I think everything we did, we replaced the right backs that we needed. We replaced our left backs. We got strikers. We got the new hot prospect in our midfield. And I think we got our goalkeepers as well. I just think that we have a nice prospect in Leone, who came in from Parma, but he's for the future. But I think if we would have gotten Gay, we would have been set on everything that we needed on our checklist. But I think we're still looking good, though.
Would you take Maguire on a free?
No, hell no. Why would you go to your rival? No.
All right.
I heard
not
Real
Maguire.
Madrid is going to come in. Real Madrid just dropped all interest in Konate, and I think they're going for Marcus Gay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know I saw that, but we'll see.
As long
Your
as
fans
they're
Liverpool
Why
fans
learn
off.
will be-
Spanish? You already know English. That's easier
they
right
would
there.
explode.
As long as they
We
keep
got
their
other
hands off
options
Saliba.
that were rumored for center back. Why Saliba? Who wants that injury-prone guy?
You got to go in
5
the
minutes on the
hospital.
field and he's done. Ayúdame. Hospital, por favor.
Yeah.
There you go. That's all he's going to be saying.
But
What about your transfer for
I'm
Arsenal?
gonna say, what did you say for you? A plus? Well,
No,
Alan said
I
to rate it
said
out of
A minus. I
minus.
think A plus is too much. Yeah.
I'm gonna give Arsenal 4.5 stars.
Wow.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
I thought this was out of 10, but okay.
Oh,
we
it's out
got
of
the
10?
striker, so we
Oh
got an A
shit. Yeah, we
plus, a
got distracted. Yeah, I'm
4.5.
doing letters. He's doing stars.
Alan's gonna do 2 thumbs up, or
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I think we got rid of Zinchenko on loan with an option to buy. Vieira out on loan with a obligation to buy. Reece Nelson, same thing. So all this money's coming in later. A lot of the purchases that we made, Hokeres, Mosquera, Incapié is a loan actually with the option to buy triggered by either team.
Yeah.
So a
That's
lot
what
of
I
the
saw.
money
Hopefully it
spent, even
rejects.
Subimendi's all made in plans paid over the couple of years. So even all this money spent is not actually spent this year. So I think we're building a team for the future. I think we spent now, so we don't have to spend later on. I think we need to spend the last year so we could spend now. We got the striker we needed. We added Eze and Nani Madueke. I think those are good backups for Saka, and then probably either Trossard or Martinelli, whichever one stays. We got our 2 new midfielders and a really solid backup goalkeeper. Our defense is stacked, I think, with Incapié and Mosquera. So I think the only thing that would have brought it better is just to bring somebody else that could just make I know Rodrigo was like on the radar, but it was too far fetched. But that's the only reason I would say it would be absolutely perfect. But we improved, I think, most of our spots. I think the only
So it's
thing,
title or bust. That's it.
yeah,
This
I
year
think
is
this
title
is
or
this
bust.
is it. Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys got what, almost 100 million players
No, they
brought
got
in
2.
on the bench.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, Incapié is a loan. Mosquera, I don't know how much we paid for him, but and then Norgard was like 12 million or something like that.
And then
not
the
much.
winger, when Saka comes back, what's his name?
Madueke?
Madueke, yeah.
We paid 50, I think.
A lot
So
of money
a
on the
lot of
bench.
money. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of
Which
money
is, I
on
mean,
the
it's a good
bench.
promise to have, but
Yeah, it is
if
a
you can
good
afford
problem to
it.
have. Yeah. So let's see. I think, like I said, no excuses now. I think gotta get it done. But yeah, 4.5.
Okay, you heard that? So the Puma ball excuse can't go doesn't work anymore.
Exactly. You can play with a bowling ball. You gotta win. How about for Tottenham?
I think I'm gonna give him 3.75 booms out of 5. Boom, boom. I think the way the windows of players that we brought in wasn't the main issue. I think a lot of it has to do with the business and how it was conducted. Morgan gives White. He's
Oh,
kind of having a bad
you're
season
still
right
crying
now.
about that?
No, he's kind of having a pretty bad season right now. So I'm kind of, I don't know, maybe we dodged the bullet, but that's business. That it was kind of, who really knows what happened behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So maybe Tottenham could have done a little bit more to bring him in, but who knows? But then, you have an injury to Madison, and how long does it take for us to start? If the moment Gibbs White didn't come through, you knew you wanted to bring a player of that caliber in. You should have already had Plan B, we're in the works already. But it feels like we do business real slow. Arsenal likes to say we got hijacked with Eze. I think it wasn't. They already had the deal done since like July, right? That was already in place. So as soon as they picked up the call, he went there and I don't want to have that guy on my team. Like, not him
Really?
himself,
Wow,
but
that you weren't saying that a couple
you were saying that.
episodes.
no, I mean, but I'm saying if he's gonna change his mind like that, then that's not who we want. We want someone who's gonna be, through and through.
That's what even Thomas Frank said. I want players who want to be here.
And I completely agree with that. I'm not saying he's a bad player, and obviously a player of his caliber we want. But if your heart's in another team, then go over there. But even that deal we should have gotten done a lot quicker. But we want a penny pinch. We want the small details is something that we can't get over the line, and that's gonna hurt us eventually. Luckily, we were able to get Javi Simmons, or someone called him Simon. It was so weird. Javi Simons.
Simone.
It wasn't you, but it's. I mean, that's something that kind of saved the transfer window, because that was, a lot of people were like, oh, we were linked to Javi, Javi, and then people were like, no, that's too big of a signing. We would never get someone like that, but we were able to get him through the doors, and Chelsea. He had committed to Chelsea the whole summer, but we managed to kind of pull him towards us, and we signed him. The Manu, the Kolu Manu,
Yeah.
signing him very
Kolomoani?
last. Kalamwani. Who did I say?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Kobe Manu.
Kobe Manu.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's because
from
I've been
Man U.
thinking. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think people were trying to get him. I wouldn't want him, but Moani. I think signing him in deadline was kind of someone had said it was a bit of a desperation move, and I kind of agree. Striker, is that really what we needed? I think we needed that left winger more than the striker. But I guess he could play on all fronts, so we'll see. It's not a bad window, and
He's a
think,
French national player.
Yeah,
That's pretty good, I would say.
it gives us depth. It gives us experience.
And he's a champion.
really
of
good
Europe,
striker.
eh?
True. Winner mentality.
Well, that's true. But he was with Juventus, and when his loan was, I think he had like 18 goals in 20 games or something like that. Something ridiculous for Juventus. So, I was glad to have him. I wish we would have gotten a left winger and maybe someone to cover kind of how the his name Hikipike? Hikipike?
Ekitike? I can
No,
take it.
Ekitike. What? Who?
The center back he signed from Ecuador.
Oh, Incapie?
Incapie.
Hikap.
You're way off, bro.
Sorry. I don't
The
I don't do,
disrespect.
yeah. But
Okay, yeah, it's
someone that
disrespect.
could play that wing
That's another
back, that
hijacks.
fullback. That wasn't. We talked to him
hijack.
back in like June or something, and they're like, "No, we're not going to sell him," and that was it. And everyone's like, "Oh, hijack, blah, blah." Narrative. Arsenal's all about narrative. Anyways,
Hijack.
as they did, he did accept on personal terms with Tottenham. So every time you see him, just make sure he could have been our player. He's not a real. He doesn't hate us.
It's funny. It's you guys took for all summer to do it, and then Arsenal one day it takes, and boom, done.
It was already there. It was already set up. All I had to do was press a button. That deal was already set up. But yeah.
So why waste your time on something that was already set up?
Well,
So
we
you
did
say,
that.
what's your transfer rating for Tottenham on Rotten Tomatoes scale?
I want to say I give it a 3.7 out of 5.
Okay.
I want to give it a B plus.
B plus. All right, go. I'm gonna say A minus for Arsenal.
I go A.
No. You
I-
said B plus. It's like your predictions. You can't take those back,
Yeah.
right? Your tomato's fine. All right, it's good.
So before we get into jersey, let's see. We all got jerseys on. So the your question is there an age limit? Should you? I mean, we're now. Well, you guys are older than the players on the field. I'm not. So is it?
You got
if
green in the beer.
If I get a Dauman
Right.
jersey, he's 15 years old. If I get a Dauman jersey, is that like kiddish? I'm like, is that?
No, that's
Oh no, that's something else. I don't
It's
think I can
support.
say it.
no, it's you're supporting your team. You're supporting a player.
Okay.
When you ask an American, and you might ask someone from England or outside the U.S. When you look at our sports, NFL and NBA, you can't get a jersey without a name on it. So I think
Okay.
we are very accustomed to it, But it's just support. Like if another grown man says, "Oh, is judging me for what I'm wearing," he's the one with the problem, not me.
All right, so
I'm
it's
just showing my
insecure. It's
support.
projected insecurity.
Yeah, you're projecting your insecurities to me. You want to say, "Oh, it's childish," but you're the one judging me. I'm
All right.
here wearing a damn shirt.
Here's
That
another
guy's cheap because
question.
these jerseys cost a penny.
Yeah.
You
So
can't
what
afford it.
do
so
you
gotta
guys say?
pick out.
Plain jersey or personalized?
I go plain. I can't do personalized. I think that steals the purpose.
You know,
Like your own name or a
I
player's
like
name?
player name. Yeah.
I think either or.
I used to be no name always.
Me too,
no
yeah.
name because I
it
feel
looks
like I
so
would
blank,
jinx
though.
it. But now when I go like I like to go like retro jersey shopping,
Yeah.
and I see with the name makes it. So now
Yeah.
from now
Oh,
on,
no, I
any
thought
jersey
you
I
meant,
get, I'm
like,
name.
I thought you meant like put like your last name
Oh,
on
yeah,
the jersey.
no.
I thought you meant
That's a no for me.
no. I would. Yeah. That's what
I
I
would
thought
do
you
it
meant.
I would do it for my son.
Yeah, like
that's
stuff
true.
like that.
Yeah.
they'll
Yeah, that's-
grow out of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But I
That-
just think
that's-
like
I think
us
there's an
personally,
age
I
limit
wouldn't
for
put
that one.
my name on it. Yeah,
I think if you're
I
10
would
and you
stick
put
with
your
either
own
a
name on it.
plain in the back or player who's actually played for the
Yeah.
team.
So in this one I got Jet Spence because I liked how he played last season. So I was like, you know what? When I look at this jersey, it reminds me of how Jet Spence played during that campaign. So that's why I got him on this jersey.
Watch him end up at Chelsea next year.
I hope
Are
he's
you gonna
not
be like the
like, don't
NBA
talk
fans and gonna burn the jersey.
while you're on an international break. Don't talk to anybody. Get any ideas. But I also like how you said And when you go retro jerseys and you see some of these old players, the font too, the font kind of the number
Yeah,
on
because it
the
changes every couple of
it
years.
does. Because I had some kits without names and numbers, and it just looks very plain. It just looks. You look at the front, then you look at the back, and you're like, there's nothing there. So I
Yeah.
like I was like you. I wanted it plain, but now I'm moving towards the name and number. It just gives it a little bit more personality, and maybe because I'm just a bigger fan at this point too, and
Yeah.
I know more about the sport and the legends of the sport. So
True. It's like a little piece of history.
yeah, like
Yeah, exactly.
there's a 2000. I want to say it's a 2006 Tottenham third kit. It's brown with gold. I want to get. There's like I said last episode. There's a guy on Threads N17. I think he's gonna have one on sale recently. And it's nice and it's
On sale because no
Vermitol
one's
on
buying
Yeah,
it. Nobody wants it.
it's mint. It's classic. What's the cool? What are the cool?
No one
cool kids
dares
say?
put it on.
Yeah, it's like this brown. It's so nice.
Nice.
Unlike
Yeah.
these ugly kids that we're about to talk about.
All right, so I have made the list in a random order. So we're going to go all over the place. You guys don't know what I'm going to say next. I don't even know because I made the list like 3 weeks ago. But I'm going to tell you the jersey name, and we are rating from 1 to 20 where you place that jersey, 20 being the worst, number 1 being the best. What you liked about it and what you didn't.
I do want to say this year, I think the third and second and the away and third kids are a lot nicer than the home kids.
I agree.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
But this is just homes.
Yeah, this is just home. Correct. All right. So you guys ready?
Let's go.
Get in
Okay.
there. Yeah, let's go.
First kit, home kit of the season is
Uh,
Leeds United.
Leeds. All right. Should I go first?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. And you're talking
So,
about us talking
For
about
the
who
Leeds
goes
home
first.
kit, we're going to do it quick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, quick, bro.
I put them right at mid-table. I have Leeds in at 11th position.
Okay.
Nice kit. The Red Bulls, it's not a bad kit, and the trim on the sleeves is pretty nice, though. But I put them 11th.
All right. So I put them at 15th.
35th.
I'm a New York Red Bulls fan, and I hate the logo. The Red
Really?
Bull. I feel like it gives me too much Red Bull, and I know they own the team now. But the other thing is like this like little shape on the neck here. And
know what it is?
honestly, it gives me Lego vibes.
It's brick. It's brick. It's a tunnel that you walk through when you go to stadium. It's a
Okay.
brick.
Well,
But if you look at it closer, it's a little bit better. But yeah, you're right. From here, it looks
yeah,
mosaic. Like
it's a
Legos,
Lego
yeah.
vibe. Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna like me. I put them at number 1. I just think
Wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
I like it. Yeah,
Flip it.
numero uno.
I just
You guys
Red
don't know
Bull
anything
owns
about
this,
number 1.
if
I
Red
just think
Bulls
that white
owns
that white makes everything pop. That blue is
Ooh.
nice. I like the logo. Yeah, the Red Bulls,
we have white kids.
but it fits though. You got the yellow, which is the part of the Leeds logo and everything. I just like it. I think it's clean. It's a good jersey for them to come back to the Premier League. It's a historic club, and I just think it pops. I just really love it.
I think if Red Bull can change their logos on the cans, why
Yeah.
can't they put it on the kit to make it match a little bit better?
I'm also not a fan of their new crest, and I know it's a couple of years now that they've had it, but I'm just not a fan of it. I don't know why.
Looks
But
like a bug,
yeah.
like a cicada.
All right.
Number 1, really, huh?
Next one, Sunderland.
Oh, that's Rangers.
There we go.
I put Sunderland at number 18th. I put them low on the table. Not a big fan of it. I think it could have been executed a little bit better, but it just feels like there's so much stripes going on. The logo to me looks a little too big compared to the sponsorship. So 18th.
For me, I put them at mid-table. Put them at 11. I think it's. They said they were going with the historic uniform.
Yeah.
So I can see it. I'm just not a big fan of everything being in the middle. It's all centered. I would prefer it like the other teams that have, the crest is on the side and the everything else and the logo in the middle, but it's just everything is just lined up centered, and I'm not a big fan of that.
I like that the crest is in the middle. I actually like the crest. I like that it's big, and it's that classic crest. They didn't remake it. I love that the sleeve and the neck match, and I like the stripes. Like I said, that everything down the middle gives me like old school vibes. You put a name on this and you find it on a rack, you think it's like a retro jersey. So this is my number 1 jersey for the
What?
season.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
What?
You saw
Yep.
what he
Oh
put
my-
last season, remember? Newcastle. Ugh.
What are you guys doing?
Yep.
Did you guys even think about these?
What are you talking about? You're going to get that Spurs
Listen.
jersey that is
Did you guys
poop
do the
brown.
homework on the way to to record?
Listen, if we beat them twice this season, I'm gonna get this jersey. If they beat us once, I'm not even
Oh.
looking at it anymore.
You hear that? That's Rivals on the
One?
Pitch exclusive right there.
1.
No, I don't. It doesn't belong at 1.
No way.
That's his. But then again, he thinks Arsenal's going to win, so.
All right, next one.
Ooh.
Drum roll. Wolverhampton Wanderers.
So I had this. They started mid. See that right there looks real nice, but it started mid table for me, and it slowly started making its way down. You know what? I think I'm gonna make some adjustments off the fly. No, because
Always taking back his predictions. Always, right, Randy?
I
Always
know.
taking it back.
He's always. Can't just stick with what he's got.
You know what? I like the design of the yellow, but watching them play, it doesn't pop out as much, you know. And I think that's what we said. We were gonna watch them play
Yeah.
and see what they want. But you know what?
Correct.
Based off this picture, I'm gonna change my prediction on this one, or my prediction. I'm gonna put them 12th.
Okay.
I really like the collar. The yellow is classic. Everything kind of flows, so I'm gonna put them
Mhm.
12th.
Let me go. I put the Wolves at 14th, right above Leeds. I like the whole print that you mentioned, but yeah, it is hard to see. I think that the collar is like a little boring. Like it's just with the triangle in the middle, it just doesn't look like it was well executed. It doesn't match the sleeves. I feel like it's just random things thrown in there.
That's nice.
The brand, I know it's like they're trying to save money, I'm sure, but the brand doesn't give me like anything. And yeah, it's just kind of plain to me. That's it. It's just missing creativity.
Well, I'll match you guys, and I'll be right in between. I put him at 13. I think, yeah, it's simple, but it's not hard to mess up. I like the collar. Yeah, the sleeves, everything. You know, it's black, so it's not. You got black on the collar and black on the sleeves. I'm not a big fan of the bet. I think it's too big. But it's yellow. It's it's a Wolves jersey. It's plain and simple, and it's good for when they go relegated. They're already preparing for the relegation.
I really like that.
Yeah, I like the
Alright.
collar. That was the one thing that drew me to
I
it.
do,
I like that
yeah.
collar.
Next one, West Ham United.
For me, it's not a big fan of it. I put it at a 16. I mean, that's probably the position they're going to be in the regular table, or maybe lower. But I'm not a big fan of that blue collar stripes. It's just that, to me, it doesn't pop. I think it's a real failure this season for them compared to last season. I think they were much higher on my list. It's not really appealing to me. I would skip it. I wouldn't even give it another glance. I would just go for another jersey. I would probably buy the Sunderland jersey instead of this one. But there you go.
So I put West Ham at 18th. I also did not like it. I think it's just too plain. And I like West Ham when they do the classic light blue on the sleeves. And I
Yeah.
feel like they lost that. It's just a shirt to me. The Umbro is nice. I do like the collar, but it's just like because they got rid of probably the most iconic part of the jersey. I hate it. They could have done more with the undersleeve, maybe. It just looks like a shirt to me. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I like the big crest though, but not enough.
Same. I think we're all in the same park. I put them at 16th. I kind of like the collar and the sleeves. Sometimes less is more, but I think especially that big old green
Yeah, patch.
sponsor on the sleeve. I don't know. It's leaves you wanting more.
It really does. It really does. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Crystal Palace.
Ooh. Yeah, change the page. I don't want to see Gary. Oh my God,
Yeah.
there he is.
Look at that.
He's everywhere.
What could have been?
Is that Saliba?
Yeah, it looks like him. Walmart Saliba. All right, I
I'm
guess
going.
I'll start it. All right, so Crystal Palace. All right, here, number 8 for me.
Wow.
I actually really like this jersey. I don't know why I knocked it down
He likes
so
stripes.
many notches here, but yeah, I like the stripes. I think it's very vibrant. And I think what I like about it is that it's so different from last season's. If you remember, it was like all the
Yeah.
eagle prints.
Oh,
Terrible
shirt.
design.
Yeah.
I said they could have just gone with solid lines. and they did. They'd obviously listened to the episode. Again, the sleeves match the collar. Love it. The stripes are bright, and I like that the sleeves are different too. Just kind of goes down the shoulder, kind of gives you that muscular vibe.
So that you're gonna buy it, so you can show off it gives you the muscular vibe.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Gahey on the back.
Oh, okay.
2025
Very
or
good.
Yeah.
2026.
Well, for me, I'm not a big fan of it. I put it at 18th. I think it's just too
What?
plain Jane for me. It's
Hater.
just
Plain
there's
Jane.
nothing special about it. It's just yeah, it's nothing to me
Plain Jane.
pops. It's I think
Randy-
last season's jerseys were much better than this. Yeah, this is just playing it safe, in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of it.
Randy's
Yeah,
like,
there you
it's
go.
not that great of a defender, and we didn't even want him anyway.
Yeah, and Jersey came in for
Who wants
medical and
Munoz?
still.
Yeah, who wants him?
I actually have this as my number one.
Wow.
kit
Okay.
of the
Wow.
season.
You know what? I'll give it to you.
I think
I like this one.
I think the way the white when you look at the trims, the collars and the sleeves, it's always a different color, but the white just makes it pop even more.
Yeah, agreed.
The white stripes between the red and the blue, I think it was just done really well, and yeah, it's funny because I had Crystal Palace as my number 20th last year.
season?
Look, it's so nice. I think it's executed very, very nice.
Yeah.
I mean, the
So-
yellow is better than that.
They went from 20th to first. I think
Wow.
this is it's a real nice kit.
That's funny that you mentioned that, but all right. All right, ready for the next one?
All right.
Yes.
The next one is Brentford.
Ooh.
I'll go first. Put him dead last at 20.
Jesus.
Yeah, vicious. Look at that collar. What is that? Like a little bow tie? That
It's
black
like
and
a
white,
Medieval times.
It's like what's it called? It's like the soul patch on the shirt. That's what it is. I'm not the big fan of the stripes. I wish maybe the stripes would have gone all the way, but there's a cut off at the shoulder. Just not a big fan of it. Even them wearing it, it doesn't look good to me. Yeah, I put it dead last. Maybe I'm not a fan of stripes or anything, but yeah, nothing appealing to it.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Pat probably put it.
What is this, Alan? Is this
number one.
this is second on
one
your
part
list?
two. It's number 2 on Pat's. I can already see it in his
No.
eyes.
Yeah,
So this is actually 13th on my list.
Okay.
close
I think it looks cool, but yeah, again, I don't really understand what's going on with the collar. Is it a V-neck? Is it not? In comparison to the Crystal Palace, the sleeves are different, but it looks like they're just attached on. Like it doesn't look like it plays on with the rest of the jersey. And that's about it. I mean, I just don't know. I just
Yeah.
don't love it. Something about it just
Me
doesn't
neither.
feel. It feels very championship to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put them dead last as well.
Wow.
Ooh,
Okay.
and you're giving me that look. Wow, bro. Wow.
It's true, like that middle button up collar. They have a really nice I think it's a
yeah.
layer,
The other
They
jerseys
do.
are nice.
Yeah.
but this one is just awful. I like how the stripes are on it's like a big thin, but
Okay. Next one is Brighton.
I'll go first. I think Brighton was one of my favorite kits of last season.
Yeah.
And the collar looks, if you have OCD, you're going to look at the collar and it's going to drive you nuts. I'm not a big fan of it.
Oh, I just noticed that.
I put them at 15th.
Okay. So I put Brighton as number 2 for me.
What?
Oh my.
I just think this looks like a nice. I like that the patch is sewn on. It's Nike, so nice and big. I think the American Express branding is very under the radar. They keep the stripes, and I just feel like it looks like a nice shirt. Like it looks like a very summery. You could wear this out on the beach, and I feel like it look very nice. I just
They
noticed
missed out.
the
Yeah, because they're
Oh, they
seagulls.
putting
That's
yellow
why.
in it like they did last season. Last season was so much
nah,
nicer.
yellow. I think would ruin it. I feel like just two colors is classic.
Yeah. For me, I don't love it as much as Pat, but I got it at 10, mid-table.
Okay.
It's a classic Brighton shirt. You can't go wrong with just keeping it simple with the blue and white. I like that it's not just straight. I forgot, but like bars down the middle, stripes. I like that the Express
Dissected.
logo breaks it up a little bit. I liked it. the color, because you mentioned it now, it may be driving me a little crazy, but to me, I think it's at least it's deserving of being at 10.
Okay, so right in the middle. All right, you guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
It is Aston Villa. Let me get to the home one. There we go.
With the big Adidas logo in the middle.
All right, so I put Villa at 12th, right in the middle. So funny, right above the Leeds, right above Wolves, right above Brentford. I think it looks cool. It looks nice, but I feel like last season's looked so much better. And I think because they were getting back into the Champions League, they had a nice kit. I don't love this like thing on the sleeve. It
Me
looks
neither.
kind of childish to me. It looks a little too much like last season, but like a downgrade. So I had to put him that middle. I think last year I put him a little higher. I do like the big crest, the Adidas crest. I think they could have gone with a trefoil maybe. But yeah, just like a little plain. I just don't like the sleeve. I feel like it's too much.
Yeah, I have him at 14th. I don't like that. It looks like a gate decoration, but with the gold, it's kind of
Yeah.
very. There's nothing. If you had more gold within the kit, maybe if you had gold
True.
stripes on the side, the sleeves going down. But there's a lot of these kits that you can. I can switch back and forth between that 14th through 20th. You can almost kind of just. They're all just missed the mark.
For me, I put him at 17. It sort of looks like two shirts combined for me. It's like that whatever purple or looks like it doesn't even, it's like it was cut and paste with the shoulders. To me, it doesn't look appeasing. It doesn't look like like it's one piece, honestly. Looks like it's an open shirt and they put an undershirt underneath it, and that's what's showing up. I'm not a big fan of it. Yeah, for me it's 17th.
I got two more. So we are going to go
Ooh.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Boom. There you go. Go.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Just like I think we have them on our list, I put them in fourth. They're going to be fourth on the table. They're going to be it's fourth on my list. I just like it. I like the collar, that half white in the front. I like the blue. It's a nice shade of blue. It's simple, but it's like, I don't know, it's sort of elegant in a way, in my opinion. But I just like it. You got the crest and your logo and everything, and it's just simple. I would, yeah, I'd wear it because it's if you get me a Moises Caicedo name on the back. But I think it's top notch in my opinion. Have it up there in fourth.
All right. Alan? Let me just move some things around here.
Yeah, I think I put him a little lower than I wanted to, but I have him sitting at 9th. There's a design in the background that's not too bad, but if you look at it, it kind of looks, I don't know, it's just a little weird, but I do like the red and the white stripes on the sides. Yeah, 9th. It's all right.
So I have this at 17th, below Brentford, Wolves, and Leeds. I just think that without the advertisement
Sponsors?
yeah, I just feel like it loses a little bit of that like ruggedness of the jersey.
It's
You know
funny
what? That's
because
like the OnlyFans blue color. That's what you need right there. OnlyFans in the white. Boom.
I think the stripes on the side save it from being dead bottom. But I complain about Manchester City jerseys being up so plain all the time. I feel like this is very plain. If you take out the thing on the side, the shirt is just like, I don't know what the design is. Is it the ocean? I
like
don't
a
know.
bridge or Stanford Bridge, I don't know, or building. It looks kind of just.
It looks very
like a Google image.
yeah,
stock
flea
photo.
market printed. I don't love it. They could have done the sleeves differently or something. I don't know. I just 17th. All right. We are now going to the last one for this episode. This is only half the jerseys, if you remember. And next episode we'll cover the rest of the 10. The last one for today is
Can't believe we got all of our first ones out of the way.
What I tells you,
Yeah.
of course he's gonna put Arsenal last one of the day.
Yeah.
Let Pat go first because he's been saving this one.
So this is a shirt, clearly a shirt of a champion to be. No, but in all seriousness, this kind of has you probably can't tell from the picture, but there's like
That's the A's.
the original A logo. I love that, and I know Villa did it too, but it's kind of hard to see. I know Wolves did like a different pattern, but it's kind of seems like a theme. I do like it because it's like the original A from the original crest, the original badge. I like that they got rid of the blue. It's much cleaner. I love the crew neck, and I love that they kept the sleeves simple. So I put this at, and this is my biased opinion, I put them at fourth. I think, like I said, I think it's an improvement from the Coke bottle because it's just the shirt
Yeah.
is very clean, very simple, but it's got its little hidden things. And I like that they didn't go with like a button collar. I think that would have been too much. So fourth.
I just think it's I like that it's just white and red. Of course, you can't go wrong. The logo, I think everything is well placed. For me, I put him at 7. I think Pat hit on most of the notes. The little subtle details in the red on the front and everything like that. Like the red on the shoulders. I love that you have like a good amount of white to contrast the red and everything. But to me, I think it's an improvement from last year's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alan, this is your first, you said?
No, so this is my 21st.
Okay.
Relegated one.
So I think what saves this jersey too, like you said, it's that print on the red. Because you look at it, if I were to see a picture of this kit, I wouldn't be able to tell you what year it's from. But now with that graphic in the overlay back there, it's nice. I think Adidas has some plain kits that they came out with this season, so I think that design kind of separates them. So I have them 5th on my list.
All
So
right.
we're all
I'll take
kinda-
it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Cool. I'll get you guys. What size do you guys wear?
Oh, you can give me the
Uh-huh.
Olympia one. That's the.
Get it? Do they have this in a toilet paper roll?
Now
All right,
you
so-
can tell what if you're bleeding.
Sure.
So there we have it. The first 10 jerseys already worn. And if you guys like this, we can do the away ones, or maybe even the third one.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
So let us know for maybe something for the Christmas break.
You just want to talk about the Arsenal third kit. That's all you want to do.
I mean, it's a lot of teams did fantastic on their third kits.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of teams. Even
that
praised
is true.
Tottenham behind closed doors, but I'll say it publicly. I think
Sure.
they did good.
I'll play the video.
Yeah.
All right, and that is an episode. Thank you for joining us today. Make sure you tune in next week where we'll cover the rest of the kit and we'll tell you how bad Liverpool is. It is the international break, so we'll be picking up the game previews next week, mini league predictions, and I think that's enough for transfer talk. Teams are set. The season is officially started. Yeah, so make sure you hit that subscribe, like button wherever you listen to this podcast, whether it's YouTube, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and
Yeah.
share us and follow us.
Please. Peace.